订阅，并开小铃铛，接收各种通知。第4步，快速看到喜欢的开示内容，点击影片，点击倒三角形符
tap
号
the video and then the
开动预
triangle.
览，
When you scroll down, you'll see lots of
点击
time
时间
codes.
点即可。
You just tap one of the time codes
如果
that
喜欢这些
that
影
goes
片，
to your favorable part. If you like
请点
these
赞，
videos, please tap
留
like
言，
and leave
分享给亲
comments.
朋好友，
Share with your friends
教
and
会您身
family.
边的亲朋好友，
Teach your friends
牵起
and
他与宗
family
师的缘
to
分，
subscribe to
法布
Grandmaster
施，
JinBodhi's YouTube
功德
channel
无
so
量。
that they can also establish a connection with Grandmaster that will bring you immeasurable merits.
Hello,
my dear friends. Happy Christmas.
正好赶上呢，我们圣诞节到来哈。我们
right
今天的
on
这个节目啊，
Christmas
非常的
Day
特别
in North
怎么
America,
特别
and so
呢？
this is a
接下
very
来用
special.
大家看到的视频来说话。
How
但是
unique is that, and
欢
how
迎留
special
言。
is that? I'll
今
prove
天
it
呢，
with
有
a
一些特别
video.
的礼物。这个特
And
别礼物
today,
呢，我们抽
I
奖的
also
方式
have
啊是
some
这样
very
的。
special
如果你看了接
present.
下来的这段视
The
频，
way how we draw
如
the
果有比
prizes.
较
If
好
you
的问题，
watch the video, and
恰
if you
当的问
have
题，
some
就
good
可能就会得奖。
appropriate questions,
不
then
像过去那
you
种模
will
糊的
receive
节日
the
一版
presents.
321咔嚓，
It's not
接下来
like
就
before. We just do 3,
那叫
2,
真是
1, and
碰
then
大
we
运
do a
哈。
screenshot.
今天呢
This
是
is
动
just
智慧。
luck. But
你
today,
这个问题
it
啊比较
depends
好的
on
话就得
your
奖，是这样子。
wisdom. If your
欢迎大家
question is
留言
good,
得
you
奖，
will
之后
win
感觉
the
好了再
prize.
分享，好吧？
And then,
好，我们
if
先
the
看视
questions
频。
are good, we can share the questions. So now, let's watch the video. Hello,
我
everyone.
们呢现在在
Right
加拿大
we're
最极省的
in
Whistler 这个
Canada,
这个滑雪
British
圣地来着。
Columbia
对，
at
前几年呢就在
Whistler
这举办那个奥
Ski
林匹克。
Resort, and this is the Olympic.
我觉得滑雪就是你走到自然的这个
Well,
世界来一样，
skiing
还是有
is
一个
when
恭
you
敬的
come
心
to
啊，对这个
nature,
山
we need
啊，
to have
敬
the
畏的心。
respect and even the awe of to nature. Wow, so wonderful. How nice the air is here.
真是，你看这树上都是真
Look
是
at the
像冰
trees.
树。
They're like
啊，
ice
按现在最
trees.
流行的话是好疗愈。
As the most, trendy words. It's so healing. So these are for beginners, this area. Hello, hello, hello everyone. We're all coming here to learn skiing. We don't know how to ski, so John is our instructor. He's very experienced. He's already teaching skiing for 12 or 13 years. I hope we can learn it. He told us after today we'll be professionals. And so later we will go up this slope. And after that we will ski down. Or maybe roll down.
Okay, John, let's go.
Okay.
Okay, John, let's go. Slide straight.
Uphill, uphill, uphill.
Yeah, the skis always want to go.
Yeah, the ski always like to go a little push forward.
现在我们要这样斜着上山，
We need to
这样上它不
be
会
like
滑下
a
来。
crab, sort of.
OK， 我们先找脚这儿就可以，然后这儿有
As
个
long
小
as we
坡
can
嘛，所
come
以
here.
先试着滑这小坡。
There's a very slow, a small slope here. Oh, teacher.
What you can do when you fall down on the ground, you can take the skis off, but that can make it tricky to start to get them back on, especially if you're on a steeper hill or lots of snow.
Oh, so you need to take it off first. 就是如果摔倒的话呢，先把我们板
You fall
就是
down.
卸下来，然后再
You
站
need
起来。
to take off the ski first and then stand up. So this is something good to know for beginners.
现在我们又要再上坡，
Now we need to go up the hill again. So first the little toe and then the big toe.
我们再好啊，我们再爬高一点。我的
Let's go a little higher.
鞋杖踩住了。OK，
Oh, I stepped on her.
我觉得滑雪最累的真的是往坡上走，滑下来容易。
我觉得滑雪
I found it's much harder to step
这个
up.
还是可以
Well,
的。
ski down is
真的
much
全
easier.
身都出汗了。
啊，
Oh
这个
yeah,
还是可以
when
的。
I step up, I'm already
好了，这
sweating.
椅上，
Oh, finally, I'm up
我
here.
们就是跟着教练一点点往上走
我。们像那小鸭子
We're
学
just-
步一样。
是的
We're like those little ducks following the mommy duck and daddy duck. Oh, I can see the top of the
这个脚
mountain.
就翻过来吧。Oh no no。
Oh. Oh, oh, oh.
来吧，
Okay, come on.
我就看着你。你
I'll
含情
just
脉脉
watch
地看着我，Hello，我就看着我的
Oh, you
百
look
无
at
数
me
的脚
as
拇
well.
指。
I'm just counting my toes.
OK。我们现在做的叫 Super Magic Carpet，就是超级的魔毯，蛮
So this is
长
a
的哟，
super
我也不知道去哪
magic
儿哦
carpet.。
但是看你
It's
看那
very
个树
long. I don't know
多
where
美
we're going,
然
but
后等
look
一
at
下
the
教练要
trees,
带
so
我们滑可
beautiful.
能更长的雪道，还要学
And
更
then
好
the
的
instructor
不懂
will
是什么技法，很期待，很期待。
we will ski on a
Okay,
longer
so
run
yeah.
and also maybe some new skills. Let's just enjoy the scene
哦，
first.
我好喜欢这个魔毯。
Oh, I really like this magic carpet.
Oh, don't stop! Don't stop! What happened?
Guaranteed that it wouldn't stop, didn't it?
Yeah， 为什么我一上来它又 stop 了？
Why did it stop when I just come up?
Oh, thank you。魔毯，请你不要停。
Oh, magic
他一定是
carpet,
刚刚在
magic
跟我
carpet,
开
don't
玩笑，不
stop.
然当中又停了一下。真是一只调皮的魔毯。
Yeah, he probably joked on us and stopped in the middle.
现在教练教我们平行式，然后呢，再用离式来停。
Okay, so now the instructor is teaching us to ski while the ski will be parallel, and then it would be like we pointing the nose, and then we can stop like this. Very nice.
Oh,
yes.
wider. I see, like this, right? I tend to do this. It should be like this.
Oh yeah, go.
Yeah.
Okay, everything clear? Oh yeah, thank you.
这个滑雪圣地啊，有很多的活动。那我们呢，
resort there are lots of activities.
今天呢，
So we learned skiing. Now today we're going to play something new. You know what is that called? Look at those ties. Yeah, you just sit on the ties and then slide down. Let's call it, tie sliding or something. I've never done it before. I never even sit on that before. Oh, for you? It's the first time for you to even see snow? Oh my gosh. Let's go experience it. Let's go.
Hi, goodbye. I'm calm down. 我会下来的啊。
Okay, we're bringing our ties and are going up. So looking forward to slide down. Wow, that was a good yell. Yeah, it's really fun. Just now, I came down with all of you. Now I like to try all by myself. Okay. it's so fun.
各位亲爱的网友朋友，大家好。
Hello, my dear online friends. Hello, Grandmaster. Wish all of you Merry Christmas
大家
first.
都快乐啊！
Okay,
看今天我们两位
everybody
美女哈，
to be happy. Yeah. Look at our two ladies all in
现在我们
Christmas.
在这个加拿
Christmas
大的
clothes.
滑雪圣地哈，
So
这
now
个
we
非常著名
are
的圣地叫威斯
in
勒
a
啊
very
这里特别
famous
好。这个十几
ski
年前那
resort,
个滑雪
Whistler.
哈，我都忘
It's
了。
wonderful.
对
I
啊
skied
那些滑雪的
more
工
than
具
10
都
years
找不到
ago.
了。
I
这次呢，
almost forgot
我们
how
来
to
呢，
ski and I couldn't
我
find
就
my
想着可
ski
能滑不了
equipment.
了。
And so this time I was thinking I won't
结
be
果
able
呢，
to
就试一
ski,
试，试一
but
试，
I just
这
give it
个
a
还凑合
try.
着又能
And
下去
then
滑一滑
I
哈，
found
觉
I
得还
can
挺开
somehow
心的
do
啊。
it
我
and
看你们俩玩
was
的也
very
挺开心
happy.
的哈。
You two seem to be happy too, huh? Yes, and we're just learning. And I'm like Grandmaster too. For over 10 years, I haven't skied because I
对，
went to Asia for a long time. And this time I thought I won't be able to ski. But when I come here, it's such beautiful scenery and thick snow. And so I really am enticed to ski. So I give it a try. Saw how Grandmaster was skiing, so graceful.
我们真是看着特别的开心，
And we're so happy. And we also learned how to ski from the instructor. Yeah, I feel sort of picking up some of the feelings. Oh, it's good that you've already had some, experiences before and you controlled very well. Thank you, thank you. Wow, the slope was so mellow. Yeah, when I was even just standing, I fell. I was only standing there and then I fell.
我记
Oh.
得我当时学滑雪的时候，就是为了把那
Christine
个
said when I was
靴
learning
子
to
踩上
ski
那
in
个滑
order
雪那个
for
长板啊，那个雪橇，就
my
踩上去一下，嘣就又摔一跤。
哦，
就为了
to
穿个靴子
in order to
都能
put
摔
the
好几
boots
跤
on the ski board,
一
I
开始的时候，这个玩滑雪
just
其
put
实
the
真
boots
是陌
on, I
生。
fell.
因为你
Yeah,
那
at the
个穿
beginning,
上那个滑
yes,
雪那个
it's
靴
very,
子哈，
it's
它是很
very
硬的
new,
那
very
种壳子哈，
it's
而且
the
你走
the
路的时
skiing
候啊，
boot is
就
very
是
hard.
就特别不
When
习
you
惯，
walk, it's very
就
heavy.
显得
Yes,
两个脚
so
就笨笨的。
hard to get used to it as if
咱们走
your
的时候，哎呦，我们一
feet
个
are
师
not
姐
yours,
左
and
手
so
搭着我这边，右手又
so
搭着
one
一个这
sister
边，就
was
这么
holding
这
my
么
left
这么
hand
走
and the
过去
other
哎
sister
呦，
was
真是
holding
浪
my
费
right hand. I
所以
was
这滑
riding.
雪呢，就
I
是
was
摔几
walking
跤，
like
这
that.
叫家常便饭，
Well,
对，
真像小孩子学走
falling
路一
when
样。
you're
这属
skiing,
于很
it's
正
just
常
like
的。
little kid
所
learning
以
to
滑雪
walk.
和
It's
滑
very
冰还不一
normal.
样哈，这个滑
It's
雪
different
它
from
毕竟还是软一
skating
点哈，
because
这冰呢
the
就比较
snow
硬。
is
哎，
softer and
对，
the ice
那
is
我
harder,
这次
right?
上去也是摔
And so
几
this
跤，
time I
因为都
also
不习
fell
惯
a
嘛，
few times because
习
I'm
惯。
not used to it anymore.
对，
Yeah, I was
我们
trying
滑
to
呢，特别
trying
最
to
初级
find
的那
that
就觉
feeling.
得太小儿科了，就觉得哎不痛快。
Yeah, I
哎，
think
可
if
以
I
再
go
滑
to
更陡
the
一点的
most
道。
you
那
know,
太陡了之
preliminary
后呢，又
ones,
不太
it
适
would be
应啊。
like for
对，
children,
所以
right?
像
But
耍
if
赖
it's
似
too
的摔几
steep,
跤，
I cannot get
哎，也
used to it.
挺好
So
玩儿
I
啊。
fell a
所以
few
每
times,
次
but it
倒
was
在那
fun.
个雪坡上去，
And
还挺开心
every
的也。
time I fell
因
on
为我
the
们
snow,
看着
I
雪
felt
啊，就
happy.
是因为在
When
比较
we
高的
look
那
at
个
the
那个山
snow,
坡嘛，
because
嗯，
those
当我们来了
higher
之后呢，正好
mountains,
是
when
阳
we
光
came here,
把
it
我们
was
看的那一面全照
sunny
亮，
and
对，
哎，
the
一下就看
sun
到那个
shines
不
on
下雪的
the
时
whole
候那个雪
slope.
山的真面目，可美了。
And
这是
yeah,
我
we
也
can
看到了，
see
那个
the
山
mountain
顶
when
啊，
it's not
整个是被
snowing.
金
Yeah,
光对照耀着，
the
嗯，
whole
真美，
top of the
蓝天白
mountain
这整个
is
世界吧，就
like
其
covered
实
by
有
the
点像
golden
描
light,
述
so
的极乐世
beautiful.
界
The
那
whole
样的哈，
world
就像
almost
用我
is
们那个
like
水晶和宝
the
石
Pure
镶嵌而
Land.
成的。
对对对，
Yeah, it's almost like decorated by crystals and gemstones. These mountains with the snow are different from, on the ground. Every 10 minutes, maybe the weather will change. Before, when I was in Qinghai and Tibetan Plateau, when I was living there and passing there, so one day maybe we'll experience 4 seasons. Maybe at lunchtime it's so hot that we need to wear t-shirt, but 3 o'clock in the afternoon, maybe it will be like a storm and wind, and it's so cold. And after a while, then it will be so cold that it will be freezing, and it's like winter. So the whole one day, like in the evening, it would be minus 20 degrees Celsius. And maybe in the daytime, it would be 10 degrees Celsius. So the difference is very big. A lot of people cannot adjust to the big difference. And so in Canada, on these mountains, the temperature difference is not very extreme, quite mild, like the Canadian people. Yeah, so this is probably the first snow. The whole mountain is covered by the first snow, very calm and serene. And when Grandmaster was describing that, we saw the golden light embracing the whole mountain. The green trees, the needles are covered by snow, and then it's like under the golden light. I'm almost wanting to yell, "Hey, is there anybody there?" And I can almost hear the echoing, "Who you are?" I wanted to yell, but I was afraid that if I yell, then the snow on the leaves will come down, will be shaken down. So this is like in a legendary world, and it's beyond the human world, is out of the 6 realms. So a lot of people, when they have come to the snow mountains, even just once, they cannot forget it. They always wanted to come back and learn to ski. And I remember years ago, like over 10 years ago, when I was skiing, it's not this mountain, but another one. Sometimes when it's sunny, when you're on the mountain, we're skiing on the top of the mountain, we can see the ocean, we can see very far away, and can even see the Vancouver Island. It's so beautiful. It's just like heaven on earth. And you just ski down very mellow slopes and not risky, and you can see the ocean in the distance and the islands. And sometimes I'll see little black bear passing by, and sometimes I'll see those birds and herons. And some people will say, "Is this real?" Yeah, of course. So in this environment that we live, in my backyard, sometimes those herons will arrive. I think they're like the cranes with the red crown. I think, yeah, so these are cranes. Yeah, so they came for quite a few days. You won't even be able to imagine it. Yeah, so a lot of these, birds and bees that was in the fairy tales are here. So a lot of people choose to live in Vancouver, and that's why Vancouver was rated as the most suitable place to reside. Yeah, a lot of younger people, sometimes because of financial reasons, they don't have money to buy the ticket to go back, and meet their parents. So a lot of these young people, they will gather at the Whistler village. So they have a Whistler family. And so they will celebrate Christmas together and party together and hike together. And so that's actually a dream life for many young people. A lot of young people, because they have more time, they have some life knowledge, and sometimes they are just a little tight financially. In this world, there's always different conflicts, and so, but these conflicts will inspire new things to happen because they don't have enough money, so they will play and then work at the same time. Yeah, they like those feeling of flying or floating. They have to work hard, and so they can create some income to support them to be able to experience that. And they feel happier because you earn that money yourself. When you're spending the money from your parents, and you don't feel as good. And so a lot of the young people, they left their hometown, left their parents, so they're not using their parents' money. And in the daytime, they will work for their employees, and then in the evening, they will go to enjoy skiing. And when they ski very well, then they can be ski instructors, and they can support themselves. And when they even make a living, and because they are very good skiers, then they can just use these skills to support the whole family. Yeah, is it expensive? Yeah, just to rent, like it's at $10 just to rent a helmet, and a lesson would be maybe dozens of dollars or hundreds of dollars. Well, now the instructor is teaching us to ski forward. If he teaches us ski backward, would be even more expensive, I would guess. Or maybe ski while you're dying down. Yeah, so you just have one ski board, and you can see that the instructors are teaching those students. They're all sitting on the snow. I haven't learned the turning yet, and I was just thinking, but I don't know how to stop, so I just say, go away. But they were like, they don't move, and so I have to find a way, sort of going around them. More fun is that when we were learning, is that you, Joyce? We were like 5 people in a group. An instructor was with us, and they said, okay, go ski over there and wait for me there. And so he would let one after another to go down, and then I'll wait for him there. And then when Joyce came down slowly, and he just came right towards me. And so I saw that she's coming to me. I said, no, don't come to me. I don't know what to do. I don't know where to go, but Joyce said, I don't know how to stop. Yeah, we're the same, like, and then they have to bump into each other. Oh, we have to hug each other. Oh, so fun. After skiing, it's really fun and happy. So happiness is a very, that's the key word. It's a very healthy exercise. Yes, this joy after skiing is good. Grandmaster said the first time when I ski, I didn't die. I suddenly found confidence. Before I didn't have confidence. I didn't even dare to ask
对呀，
you know, the road.
没想我就滑下来，我还
I
怕
thought,
问路呀。
oh, such a dangerous mountain. I was able to even ski down. Yeah, now I have the confidence. I'm not afraid of anything.
锻炼的问题，而是找到自信了哈。
It's not that I, you know, found health, but I found confidence.
就找到自信了。你们试
Yeah,
试
I
去。
think
过去
a
不
lot
敢
of
问
people
问路，
maybe
人从滑下来就敢问路了。
Yeah, maybe before, if you didn't have a confidence, maybe you can give it a try and you ski down, maybe you'll find
把你放到
confidence.
坟堆上，你一样大睡啊。
Yeah,
没问题，你
after
谁都
you
不怕。
ski for a whole week, maybe even someone put you into a cemetery, you would be able to sleep there. Yeah, it's very happy. And if you ski very well, you would really enjoy, you know, the speed, that freedom. And if you don't know how to ski, you ski very slowly, but you feel the improvement and you feel happy. And even Joyce and me, you know, we bumped into each other, we hug each other, we also feel happy. Yeah. So this is like speed and passion. Yeah, that's the
全选光了，最后光剩下傻乐了，就不知道怎么形容。其实
you don't know how to
深深地感觉到，
describe
就是
it, but
我们
I
居住在这
truly
个地球上
feel
啊，
that
享
living
受
on
人
this
在这个自
earth,
然之中啊，这个
when
自
we
然带给我们
enjoy
种种的
being
美
in
妙，
nature, and
哎，
nature brings
真是
us
让人
so
觉得
much
情
beauty,
感啊
and
很感动，
we just feel so
觉得
grateful
在
and
此生
very
不虚此行。
touching. We
哎，
feel
这
that
种
we
感觉。
haven't
问我那滑雪教
wasted
练，我
this
说你为
life.
什么留下
And
来
so I
了？英
asked
国人
my
为什么
ski
留在这儿？
instructor,
我
said,
们
why
不是
did
在那儿
you
滑雪嘛？他就
decide
说
to
你
stay
看着
here?
山，
You're
你
a
看着
British.
树，你看着
And
雪，
so he
多
said,
么的
look
美！
at the
这么美
mountain,
的
look
地
at
方，
the
我为
snow,
什么
look
不
at
留
the
下来？
trees.
哇，那种真
Such
是发自
beautiful
肺腑的
place.
那种
Why
对着大自然的
I
热
don't
爱呀，那
stay
种
here?
快乐
You
感，
know,
真
it's
是这
like
样的。
from the bottom of his heart, so much love. Yeah. And so this is a very good healing for the mood. Even before you go to the snow mountain, maybe before that you may still have a little bit of afflictions, but once you see that big mountain, all of a sudden you feel the heart is open, and when you like
去
ski
杭州踏雪山
down,
就是药师佛，
like
哎，
疗愈，
立
not
刻疗
afraid
愈
of
了。
anything.
哎，
This
是疗愈
whole
的力
big
量。
对，
mountain is
真是特别特
completely
别好。
healing for us
这
all.
个
It's
刚才我也
really,
讲到
really
的这种
wonderful.
好
And
像被
Christine
治疗的
mentioned
这
the
种感觉，
feeling
这
of
个
being
没有滑过的
healed.
人以为觉得很夸张哈。
People who hasn't
哎，
been
我
skied
真的
before, you
他
might
非常
think
同意他的
it's
看法，我也
kind
是
of
这感觉。
exaggerating, but I
就是好
do
像人被治
agree.
疗了。
It's as if
你
I
我
feel
说
that
刚才
I'm
说的其实从
healed
不自信呐， 啊，怕
from
天黑
not
呀，
very
啊，
confident
怕
and
鬼呀，
afraid of
哎，
darkness,
怕考
afraid
不
of
好啊，
goals, and
工作压力
afraid
大
of,
呀，
you know, not
情感
pass
的烦恼啊，
exam or,
等等
you
的。
know, work
你
or
在
a
这
lot
个
of
大雪
emotional
山里头，不管滑不
afflictions,
滑
but
雪，就在这个自然
if
环
you
境里
just
待在
come
那儿的时
to
候，
this
你这些觉得
mountain,
一
even if,
切
you
都
know,
可
no
以，
matter you
没问
ski
题，
or not,
我
and
都
then
可
you
以很好
immediately
的面对。
feel
哎，你
everything
就
will
没
be
有那种
fine. I
和
can
我
face
们发生的那些
everything,
烦恼和这个
you
自
know,
然的这个社会哈，产生一
all
种的
these
对立感、对
afflictions
抗感，
冲突感。
and
最后发现是一
this
种融合了。
society. You
我
found,
顺应了这个世
you
界，
you
这个世
think
界
that
好像也
there's
顺
the
应了我，
conflict, but actually
啊，
you now feel
最后变成
that
了
I'm
以顺
already
百顺
adapting to the
啊，
world, and the
就是
world
你那个幸福
is
感是好
also
像
adapting
心里
to
头
me.
突
So
然间一
this
下通
kind of
畅
happiness is almost
啊，
like the heart, all of a sudden,
就不敢说是
it's
开悟了哈，至少通畅
so
了。
it's not
就是在那种状
probably
态下，好像一
enlightenment,
切
but
全部看透
in
了，
that
全
state,
部放
all of
下
a sudden,
嗯，
他这种
we
状态
look
身心不
through
健康
and
了
let
哈，
go
好，
everything,
嗯，
and
太好了。
our
所以
body
推
and
荐大家
heart
哈，欢迎大家到
are
加拿大
both
的
healthy
这个
right
威
away.
斯勒
So
这个雪山哈，
welcome to
来
come
滑
to
滑雪，
Canada to
容易滑的
Whistler
哈，来玩一
to
玩雪。
ski.
太
And
太
if you don't
不
know
会滑
how
的话，告诉
to
大家
ski,
很
you
多
can
雪
just
上
play
的
with
活
the
动，
snow.
哎，
一个是穿上那
You
种
know,
在雪
even
地
if
里
you
走
don't
的
know how to
原始
ski,
的，
there are lots of
就是最
activities.
古老的
You
一
know,
种草，
on
不是
snow,
雪
they
地的一种网子，
啊对，
I think that they
绑在
have
鞋子
a,
上
a
头，
kind
哎，这样
of
旋不下去
net
啊，在里头
that
走
it's
都
like a
很疗愈，都
snowshoe
很好。
that you can
那么第二种呢，
walk
就
on the
做的像一个
snow.
大轮
And the
胎一
second
样，
kind,
在那个大雪
they
的
have
坡上
those
头
big
往下滑，
ties that you can slide down.
特别适合一家人。
It's very suitable for a whole family, adults and kids, 2 or 3 generations. It's not dangerous at all, but very, the third one is to play snow fight. Yeah. If you don't do any snow fight, you're wasting your trip to the snow mountain. Yeah, those who have been hit by the snowball actually feel fun and happy. So the whole process is a healing, and then you'll be happy. Everything will be fine, and you feel like everything is gone. So when we're living in the city every day, we're in the office or factory or family or workshop or the cement or the high-rise buildings, as if we're living in, in between the cement poles, and plus a lot of then so you will feel not comfortable. But when we come to the nature on the snow mountain, this feeling of happiness is I feel even more than by the beach. And when I'm on the beach, I feel it's very beautiful, but on the mountain, on the snow mountain, I feel it's even more joy. Yeah, maybe in this winter we can go to the snow mountain, and then in the summer we can go to the beach. Grandmaster said that's a great idea.
我现在给大家介绍一下哈，
So
我
now
们正好有现代的这个滑雪具、滑雪板哈，
some
还有呢，正好
skiing
找到
ones. We have the modern ones, and
7、8、
oh,
10
we
年
actually
前
found
的
antique, like 70 years ago, 80 years ago. It's made in France, an old ski. We cannot use it anymore because it's broken there. It's made of wood, and there was a big leather boot that you can put your feet on here, and then your yeah, and heel will be here. It's like tying your sandal. And then you have this ski pole is made of bamboo, very good bamboo, and so very light. And this looks like the spider web. And so when you put it on the snow, they will create some resistance, so it won't be too deep in the snow, so that it can support the skier. And there's a very sharp point, and then this mat will stop the pole from going too deep. So this is very well made, and it's about 100 years, at least 80 years old. So it's you can even maybe a lot of Asian people haven't used them before. A lot of European people and American people have used that. North American people, yeah. So these are this is a modern ski. So these you can look at the side. It's made of alloy, and the upper part and the lower part, they are different. And they also have the like they can reduce the vibration, even though we are skiing on the a bumpy area, and so this device can reduce the shock, so that the skier can feel more smooth when he's skiing. And so before we use the the snow boots to, you need to, like for the old one you have to tie it here, but look at this snow boot, ski boot. This is like a boot that you will wear on the Mars. It's actually for skiing. You just need to tuck it in, and then if you just push it on,
使劲的往下面一压，一踩，
yeah,
它就卡
if
住
you
了。
put your toes in and then you just press it down,
经常弹开
it will be locked there. But when you fall down, you can also unlock it.
对。你看他们的那个身形都不一样哈，传统的就是
So
它的
look
这个
at
雪
the
橇板的
different
话，好像就是直溜的，直溜的上下的
before,
这种。
yeah, this antique one is kind of the same width, but the new one, you can see the width is different in the middle. So this new one is can help people to ski very fast. And look at the new ski pole.
这个你看这个小不点儿，这么点儿小，你看
Look at
我这
this
风火
very
轮，
small stopper, or what do you call? Look at this web is so big. So technology has improved after 80 years or 100 years of development. Now this pole is very light, made of
对，它就是碳加了碳的这种的
碳元素的
合金，对对对，它
yes,
就非
this
常的
is
轻的，很
alloy,
结实，
Thai alloy, and so very strong and yet very light. You know, yeah, if we use this kind of material to make adult bicycles, it would be less than 5 kilograms.
还有韧性、弹性，
没错，
就是它也不容易断，
and
非常牢固结
it's
实。
very
这个就是现在
very sturdy, so that it won't be broken
还有一
easily.
些是铝合金呐，就是不同的了。
对，铝合金也不错了啊。
你看它这
Yeah,
个
some
包括把
also
手
made
啊
of aluminum alloy, also pretty
是光不溜秋的，你多难抓呀！
那我有个皮带子呀，
啊，那我们也有的。
Oh, the antique one, there is also a strap there, and the new one has a
这一
strap
套
too.
呢，它是在发明这样的滑雪工具当中最早的那个年代。
对，它是祖
It's
宗啊。
actually
没错，这是
used in the earliest years
这是
of
当代的
skiing,
科技
当
新
代
and
宠啊，
the ones that
我就
Joyce
听
was
说
holding
还有
is
里
the
面
new
某种
one,
材料哈，它能储
and
存能量。
the
我觉得
materials
像一种
of the material
汽车
can
吧，
actually
等
can
那个不用
store
加油的时
the
候，它能量
energy.
自动
It's just like
储存起来变成电哈。我不知道
Yeah,
它那个是
like
储存
some
的是什么
cars,
东
they
西
can
啊。
store
最
the
后能
energy
促进你滑行的
into
时候
the
更
form of
顺畅
electricity,
啊。
and then
对，
after that they
应该
can
说金
release
属
the
能量的
energy,
一
so
种储存。 到时
people
候我
can
再研究一
the
下
skier
实
can
际
ski
原理哈。
faster.
下一代
I
我也
don't
是想启发一下
know
我们在
exactly
这个研发这个新型滑雪板
the
的话，
tech.
能不能就是搞点
So the
动力
next
在这个板
generation,
上面，
can
不
we
要
put
我
some
老在那搓
power
呀搓，
on
让
the
弄的。
但要动力一定要知道人站上
keyboard?
去你才跑哈。
Yeah.
自己跑了，人还在雪地
Okay.
里站着
Yeah.
呢。
So Kristen said, if there's power there, I don't need to, push. But then Grandmaster
它
says,
要有高
you have
度
to wait until you are already
像这个
on
级
the
别已经很高
skiboard
了
so that it will
就是
go,
这
right?
种叫黑道人物滑的。
黑道是啥呀，师傅？
Oh, so
哎，这
these
是滑雪
ones
的
are
时候啊，
for the
分这
black
不同的，
runs. You
它
know,
从
what is
雪
black
山顶
run?
上嘛，
对
You
呀，
know,
是吧？像
there are
开辟的
different
这个
runs.
道
There are
雪道，
different
它分级别。
ski
简
runs.
单说
They're
呢，就
for
是越
different
低级别的
levels.
呢，
The
就是它那
lower
个道更
levels
平
would
缓。
be more
安
mellow
全。
and
对，
safer
比如鞋的这个
and
角度吧，
easier,
一般就是平
and
的，
so
平
the
的度是
slope
看多少度啊？
would be
0度哈。
well,
哎，
let's
稍
say
微
it's
起
0
来一点，
degrees
比如
if it's
15度
completely
以上，
flat,
是是是，
是吧？
and
最理
maybe
想的是
15
90度
degrees
的。
细着了。
would be
那不
like
叫火滑雪，那叫自
for
杀，那个
beginners,
不算。
and then 90
哎，但是我
degrees
觉得
would
像
be the
75度已经
steepest.
很厉害了嘛。
I would say 75 degrees would be already extremely steep, almost
我
like
都
you're
研究在76
falling
度那种。
down. Right.
就是越低级别呢，就是它越平缓、
The
宽阔、平缓。
you know, the
就是
lower
越高级别
levels,
的
then
那
it
个
would
高
be
手啊，
more
我说
mellow
黑道高手
and
呢，
you
黑道
know
高手还不是高手，
还有
还有
so
野道
and，they're
还有无道。
无
你听说过
oh
无
so
间道
people
吗？
know those very experienced skiers would
无间
ski
道
on the
就根本
black
就
runs
没有
or
道，
even you know
哎，
when
自
there's
己随
no
便滑，
runs, there's no road, they
但是
just
也有
they
风险。
just
那好
ski
处是它
on
能
the
探索你们没
remote
去过的地
area.
方，对
But
不
the
对？哎，
The fun is that they're going somewhere that there's nowhere has ever been there before. But if they fall somewhere, nobody can find them. But still, there's some skiers. They like those risks. They like the challenges. They're asking whether they can come back. Your master said most of them still can. In Canada, most of these ski resorts, they have very good rescue system. Yeah, if someone really had emergency, there will be lots of helicopters coming to find you. And so these ski equipment over the years, you look at them, they look similar, but actually they're completely different. And the material. I haven't finished about the black. Well, the first time even those green ones that's for beginners, you cannot even stand on it. But still, it's more mellow. Ordinary people will. Well, actually, these are not green run yet. It's just for beginners. There's some very slightly slow, and then it's green run, and then it's blue run, and then it's the black run, and then even harder would be like no road or no run. Yeah, so for the highest levels, they would like they're like kung fu masters. They're like skiing on the snow. They're almost like flying on the snow. Yes, that level. And so these skis are used by those highest level skiers. Yeah, so some of them sometimes they even have very sharp edges on the sides. And so when they're turning, and so Grandmaster says so it's very senior years. Usually people, are just putting a whole board on the snow. So, for beginner level or even for a little higher level, they're using the whole board on the snow. But have you ever heard that when those highest level ones, they're just sliding down or skiing down with only one edge? It's just like, yeah, they would look and they would turn and yeah, if you go to see Winter Olympic, you will see some of them like this. If they want to be so fast and on such steep mountain slopes, and they need to be so fast. Yeah, just like, the cars, sometimes they're not running on 4 wheels, they're running on just the 2 wheels on one side. Yeah, those are the ones like the acrobatics. So we're playing on the mountain and learn skiing, and we truly found a lot of beautiful feelings, and we're very happy to share these feelings. So our friends, after your work, maybe in your country you can find some activities that can bring you to nature, or even you can just have a backpack with some water and some snacks, and then you can just take a walk where it's safe, and in the north where there's snow and ice, and maybe you can give it a try of skiing, and then you will know what I'm sharing, what the feeling I'm talking about, and you would definitely love nature. Nature is medicine Buddha. actually we're even without knowing, we become happier, we're healthier, and we're healed, and all these, fatigue and afflictions completely disappeared, and we're full of joy and energy. And so at this time of Christmas, I'd like to share this joy to all of you, my friends. And once again, let's say again, wish everybody Merry Christmas.
大家觉得好玩吧？
Do you like it? Is it fun?
都笑得前仰后合。
Yeah, it's so fun. We're all laughing. Yeah, so these days we stayed on the mountain and skiing, learned to ski, and the environment is so healing. You're welcome to also go and pay a visit. And so let's see if we have any questions from our friends.
很多问题啊，
There are
而且网
lots
友们
of
首先就是说，哎呀，看到这个视频觉得好疗愈呀。And
And a lot of our online friends said, wow, this video is very healing. And look at these beautiful snow and scenery. It's very happy. And one of the online friends said, oh, when I look at you, skiing, you have to gather a lot of courage to go and try the skiing because you need to go down. Grandmaster says, well, usually skiing now is almost for everyone. It's not just for very few people. As long as you like it, you can buy the ticket. And first, usually some people will, go find an instructor and have a lesson, and you can see Joyce and Christine. Usually they will teach on a place where it's very safe. Do you have to gather the courage? Everybody's different. Yeah. I feel you need to choose the right time, and also maybe you hesitate because of your age, but you can find an instructor. Maybe you can talk to the instructor beforehand. I don't think there's much problem.
这个网友，咱们不是说好的问题可以送他一个小礼物吗？这个网友咱合格不？
Yeah. Well, just now we said a good question will win them a prize. Oh.
圣诞老人的礼物就从圣诞袜子里掏出来的。
Oh, bring me the stockings. Yeah, Santa gives out.
这是我们给网友准备的哈。这是。 就在那个威斯勒那个小镇买的哈。
Oh, this was bought in Whistler Village, and this is a souvenir wallet.
要记下来啊。
好的。
Oh, we need to write down.
金惠达。
金惠达。
好，这个是金惠达的礼物
Okay, so this is for 金惠达。
这个袜子留在这里，一会儿还给。
Canadian souvenir. Okay, I'll keep the stockings here. Any other questions? Find good questions. Yeah.
这个雪山有多高？一直都有雪吗？还是说夏天没有雪？
How high is the mountain? Do they always have snow? And in the summer, do you go hiking or maybe do other activities? Yeah, in Whistler, in the summer, there's no snow, so they have those mountain bikes. And you can, yeah, ride on the bike. I think actually it's probably even riskier than skiing. That the mountain bikes are specially made, so even if you threw the bike down, the bike won't be smashed, but not necessarily the same for human beings. And there are also other activities you can hiking in the mountains. Now we just started skiing. Yeah, it's just the beginning of the season. Maybe it will go until like April. Yeah, the mountain was pretty high. A lot of online friends are interested
到山顶啊，我们没有到山顶，到山顶有1500多米是吧？
into
当地时间哈。
the top of the mountain. It's about like 1,500 meters tall. Oh, have a present. Oh, that's a question from Xian Mei.
对。
Oh, Xian Mei, Sister Xian Mei from Melbourne. Whatever I found. Oh, this is the Whistler. Oh, the souvenir pin. So in the future, you definitely come to ski. Look at it. Does it look like a ski? Okay. It's like a ski pole. And then question from Anshan Wang Yan. When you ski, you would sort of fall back. Yeah. When we started to ski, we always fall back. And so this is a technical question. Because you're skiing down, because we're very, naturally we're a little afraid. So we will put the center of gravity at the back. So beginners, when they fall, it's mostly because of fear. And so usually your body would fall to the mountain, which is the back, because in the front is the bottom of the hill, and so usually for beginners you fall to the back. Yeah, when you're at a higher level, you'll fall to the side because you maybe, or even you fall to the front. Only those who are preschool level or kindergarten level, you'll fall to the back because of the fear. Everybody will go through that stage anyways.
好，这个鞍山的叫啥？王岩。王岩哈，好，鞍山的王岩网友哈，有个礼物了。这个礼物呢是一对珍珠耳环。哇
，This is an earring, a pearl earring. Wow, so beautiful. Whatever I catch from the stockings will be yours. And so these pearl earrings, whether you would like to buy something for yourself or a present for, your family or friends, we have many different kinds of designs. Yeah, it's it's a year. Yeah, in the Western world, they know Santa will give out presents. I'm Santa today, so I'm going to give out presents because it's Christmas today. Everyone will be happy when they receive presents, right? And I think this Dou said, in Southeast Asia, we cannot experience it. Thank you so much, Grandmaster, for sharing this experience with us. Would it feel pain when you fall? It depends, Grandmaster says. Most times you don't feel much pain, but if you fall too heavily, because your feet are tied with the two, the ski, you don't know how you fall, and sometimes your legs will twist a little bit, or maybe you have a split, or maybe you've never split before, and so it will be kind of unbearable. Well, I also have seen someone who broke their legs. I don't know how it happened. Maybe it's too risky, or maybe they've done something moved too risky. Yeah, but to that point would be very, very painful. If for us, we're beginners, then it won't be too painful. Yeah. Okay, so this, well, for such a question, there's also presents. Well, okay, let's keep our promise. Okay, Shani.
哎，又是一对耳环，哎，
Oh,
金
another
的
pair
带
of
珍珠的
earrings.
小耳环，其实挺可爱的
Gold
哈。
好美，
and
哎，这豆豆
earrings
网友
with
是吧？
pearls.
真像豆豆
That's
哈。
for
哎，真
dodo.
的
Oh, these
哎，
are
哦，
dodo in Chinese means
祝你这
beans,
个
and so this
圣诞节
earring
快乐
looks
哈。
like
感恩
beans
师
and
傅，
gold
师傅，
beans.
好，
So wish you a
再来。
very Merry
好，
Christmas. Okay.
有春还是有春师姐的哈，
啊，
她
好，
问师傅说，无间道、频道入场券的价格是不是都一样啊？师傅，
他好现实啊，这个。
无间
Oh,
道和
this
频
question
道
is about the price for
是不是
you
一
know
样的？
different
应该一
runs.
样的，
一
Yeah,
样的，
I
一样
think
的。
it's
对，
the
我
same
们买张
price
票，你
for
上哪个道
yeah.
都行，就不
You
管这个。
can buy a
是是
ticket
是，
and
就
go
是那
there
就看
whichever
运气
run
和
you
胆
want
量
to
的问
pick.
题，
主要对，
对不对？
主要我们
Yeah,
不
it
是
depends
看
on
上
your
谁道
own
啊，无
哎，
间道更
uh
别提了，
courage
这不一定，
and
不一定，不一
skills,
定
and
啊。
it
这个就是
yeah,
你随着在进步嘛哈，
啊，
但是
because
所以
you're
那票价大概
always
差不
you
多。
know
对，
但是
improving,
我
but
们只是
the
说
ticket
我
price is
们
the
看到
same.
的
So
加拿大的雪场，其他国家的
this
不知道。
is
对，我们
just
说咱这儿的。
the ski
好，那
resort
有
that
些
we
网友
have
的这个问
seen
题，
in
就
Canada.
是
I
还
don't
有一
know
个小
about
礼
the
物
other
啊，
countries
这
though.
个等一下啊，我再
好，
找找更好的问题。
Okay, wait a little bit. I'd like to find some better questions.
这个关心钱的这个问题。
Yeah, there are other people who care about
好，我们看
prices.
有春网友得到一个什么样的？哎呀，
Let's see what
好美丽哦，
Youchun would
很漂亮。
receive.
嗯，
Wow,
哎，
beautiful.
真好看
闪，闪发光，
看你们俩认识吗？
Shiny. Do you know what it is?
项链是吧？
对，
It's a necklace, right?
幸运的哈。好，
感恩
有
师傅
这网友非常的幸运，我们这边
Lucky
都说三叶
person.
草，三叶草，谁要是能在三叶草地上，三叶草的丛中找到四叶草，就是很幸运的哈。你看师傅一抽就给你来一个大幸运。
Yeah, you're so lucky. Usually,
好了，
if you go
又来一
to
个问题了。
oh, the
师傅
next
好，
question.
温哥华有
Hello,
鹿吗？
Grandmaster.
就像我们
In
现在
Vancouver,
头
do you
上戴
have
的这样
deers?
鹿角的这种
Just
鹿
like
有
the
没有？
reindeer
老师
and
见过吗？
antelope.
我见
Yeah.
过，
见过，
科技师也见过。
Yeah, of
见过。
course.
见过
Have you ever seen deers? Yes, yes.
温哥华这个就是像师傅刚才在片子里也有介绍嘛，很多这种神话世界中的、童话世界
Yeah,
中的
in
这种飞
Vancouver,
禽走兽都
there are
有的，
lots of
非常的美好。
yeah,
师傅
lots
在
of
加拿大
birds
也还
and
去过那
beasts
个鹤嘛哈，
in
那个
the
鹿，
fairy
对，
tales. Yeah,
这
there
个
are
鹿啊
deers
这
here.
个熊在远一
There
点
are
的地方能见到，
bears
鹿的话
in a
就
little
不是
further
很远
place.
的地方都见
Deers,
得到，
not even
对，就是
very
稍微郊
far.
区
You
一
can
点的
already
时候
see
开车
deers,
呀
even
什么
just
的都
in
会
the
见到的。
对，
yeah, in a little bit
真的是
宅区经常
suburban
有的时候
areas,
稍
and a
微
lot
就
of
是
times even in
就
a
是
residential
住宅的地
area.
方，不是特别多住户哈，一家
哎
一个大房子，
If
很多一大片地的，他
it's
们在
not
后
a
院
very
经常会
condensed
能见到鹿，
residential
会见到
area,
一
if
家鹿。
yeah,
哎，对对对，春
yeah,
天的时候
sometimes we'll
一家
even
鹿
be
那
able to
种。
see
其实
a
我
whole
们现
family
场
of
就有两
deers.
只鹿啊，
And
啊，
here we have 2 deers here, right?
对，现场这两只鹿呢，你看，一
These
个
2
是红
deers,
的鹿角
one
啊，那个白
has
色
the
银色的
red
鹿角，
antler,
对，
and
其实
the
加
other
拿大
one
那
has the
个
white
那个叫麋
antler.
鹿吧，
麋鹿那个就更
In
大，
那个麋鹿很多的，
很多。对，
actually,
我见过很多次。
in
对，大鹿
Canada,
小
I
鹿都
think
挺
there are
多的。
lots of
是，
what
这
we
是谁
call
的问题啊？
elk.
这叫好爱，
So whose question
好爱。
is that?
好爱
How
啊，
I's
嗯，
question.
这个问题还挺好的，
好，
This is
一
a
句一格
pretty
哈。
good
一句
question.
一格的礼
Uh-huh.
物。
那
Very
这个呢，
unique
给这
question.
个
So,
好爱网友哈，
so
就
for
送
how
你
I,
一只
I'll
鹿，
give
你可能
you
看不太清楚哈，
a
哎，你
a
看，
deer.
看到
Can you
了，
这是
see?
铜的哈，
太棒
铜的，
了。
正是麋鹿
This
的
is
样子哈。
a bronze
嗯，
one.
昂
好，
首挺胸。
祝你健康快
Wow.
乐哈。
收到，
收到，
Wishing
感恩
you
师
health
傅。
and
嗯，
happiness. This is
好，
an
师傅，
elk.
我们这儿还有一个网友的问题哈，
嗯，
他叫
Okay, Grandmaster,
Jin
there's another
Lucky，
question.
是
It's
幸
a
运呢。
对，
Jin
金幸运，
Lucky.
他说师傅啊，为什么大自然给人
Yoshi
带来
said,
很多快乐？
why
是因为我
nature
们
bring
就
us
来
lots
自于
of
大自然
happiness?
吗？
Is it because we come
哦，
from
这个
nature?
很有哲学意义哈。
这
Oh,
个
this
是
is
听
a
真是有
like
高
from
度
a
的。
对，
philosopher.
觉真
Wow,
你
this
不是
is
大
a
学老师吗？你就
this is a
这个
question
哎
with
呦，
a
我
higher
这说不
level
上
looks
来，还
with
给
a
师傅
with a
讲。
well
哦，
Joyce,
我的答案就
you.
是正确。 有奖励。
You can tell something. Oh, and Grandmaster said, yeah, this is a.
这人这个问题太刁了。
This is a hard question. This person is very suitable to go to university. Okay, I'll give you. Wow, this is a souvenir from Whistler and made of wood. And you can actually, if you don't care, you can even hang it on your nose. Or you can use it as an earring. And then it's easy for you to use as a notepad. Or you can put it on the fridge or on the car, you know. Because there's a magnet here. And then you can just put it on the fridge. Yeah, we're talking about deers, elks. A lot of people think, well, in the whole world. Oh, his name is JinBodhi. Yeah, you're lucky. Okay, so this deer will accompany you for the rest of your life. And the next question from Andy. You know, we're beaten, the same as beaten, but when you're beaten by snowballs, why are you happy? And another person replied this, because we're together, we're... Yeah, I think there's one person asked a question, another person answered. Yeah. Actually, human beings, you like to have some communications. It's like a communication with movements. Sometimes the snow will go to your neck. It's actually quite cold, but it's a surprise, and it also brings you joy. You know, when you're usually in the office, when you're together, you're you're very serious, but when you're fighting snow fights, you're then completely free and happy. Because everybody, then you can think, okay, I can put 2 handfuls of snow in his neck, and then, you know, because you're all doing that, and so when you are hit by the snow, you feel very happy, and sometimes maybe you win and you feel happy. And regularly, you don't have an opportunity to do that, right? So that's why you have. So these person, that's a very fun question. So we probably need to give presents to both of them. And what is this? A Christmas bell. It's very good. And wear it, or maybe wear it on your neck, and everybody will know you're coming. Anyways, this is brings good energy and good luck. I hope you'll be happy. And so next, Jinlongjiao. Oh, for Jinlongjiao. Oh, this is even more fun. Let me take it out.
滑雪圣地威斯勒的那里买的，专门给网友买的。
This actually, these are actually. This is a pin that we bought in Whistler. There's a pin at the back, and you can just use it through your ears, or maybe on your clothes or whatever. I think that you've been to Whistler before. So at least all these presents have my deep wish. And the next question is quite fun from 金德干. Oh, hi, Grandmaster. Can we ski when we're lying down?
太可以了，
可以的哈。
太可以了。
Yes, of course, Joy said.
我滑的时候，其实就是躺着滑。
The other day when I was skiing, I was actually lying and head down. Well, usually when you ski, when you're lying down, it's like you have no other way. It's because you fall down, you are out of control. And if the slope is a little steep, so usually you would ski for maximum like 10 meters. Yeah. And then you cannot stop, so then you're just continue to slide down for another 10 meters, and usually you don't feel pain. So this is a fun question. Anyways, Sister Durgan, I hope you will try your best to ski when you're standing.
这是一个熊加滑雪板。滑雪的熊，你看很可爱。对，这是一个钥匙扣啊，可以挂在钥匙上、车钥匙上都挺好玩的啊。也可以挂在一个地方都可以啊。
You could also hang it somewhere.
这对一个这个加拿大威斯勒的一个纪念哈。
Souvenir from Whistler. Congratulations.
还有一位金相吉，他说：“师傅您好。” 我们修行的同时，是也要多才多艺吗？是热爱生活才能够更好的早日觉悟吗
？Also have more skills and more, do you need to love life so that you will be enlightened earlier?
一个生活的阅历。
Well, having more skills because of your life experience. Everybody has your own skills from your maybe profession, or maybe you accumulated some skills or something from your hobbies, and then you would have more skills. And if you have more knowledge and more skills, then your life would be easier.
就是帮助他人的时候，就更多了一点技能。
During meditation, then we will have also more skills. Otherwise, would bring trouble for others, right? More burden for us. And if someone said, "Grandmaster, how to wash your face in the snow mountain?" I'll tell you, no need to wash your face. And what to do if we see a bear? Then don't go there. What if you're bitten by a bear? If you're eaten by a bear, then you don't need to go find a job. Anyways, so yeah, there are advantages and disadvantages. Should we give? Should we give? Okay. I'll give you a present.
这是我们在威斯勒买的笔哈，
This is a pen that we bought in Whistler. It says Canada.
好，这个说明以后你也会滑雪的哈。
对，雪板来。
In the future, you will also come skiing, and then your problem will be solved. Wishing you auspiciousness and wish fulfillment. Thank you, Grandmaster.
金岩峰。他说师
傅，also has question. Oh, Grandmaster. What is the key skill for not fall? Like how can Grandmaster said it's impossible that you don't fall. Everybody will fall.
咱们竟然有人站着就摔了。
You see somebody just stand there and fall, right? Because you're not used to that. When you wear that snow boot, even not skiing, when you're just walking, you're like you're walking in a space, and so it changed our usual, posture and movements when we're walking, and also, on the snow, it's not very flat. Somewhere, maybe higher, lower, and then you have some clear, and maybe there's some fog or raining or windy, so everything can cause falling. Don't If you don't want to fall, then maybe the only possibility is that you don't go there.
摔得还挺开心的，挺开心的。
就是。
Yeah.
在家里很难的有找到一块雪的摔。
As you said, I usually I fall too, but I'm very happy. Yeah, because even if you fall there, you're very happy, right? For such a question, should we give a present? Yeah.
金岩峰网友，
岩峰。
这个漂亮呀！
Wow, this is pretty.
看这个金的，还像那贝壳，一个很特殊的图案哈。
It's a shell, a very auspicious shape and design. I'm not going to explain it because if I explain it, then you won't have the opportunity to guess. So go back and you can guess yourself. And the next is not a question, just a understanding, I think. So Sister Jane said, thank you, Grandmaster, Merry Christmas. Thinking about me, these old bones, maybe the safest way is sliding down on the tie. I think that practice. This is not a question, yeah. Yeah, it's not a question though. Another question.
还是有春师姐，她好多好问题。她说那个雪靴呀，是为了保护脚脖子，不容易摔伤，是这样吗
？Is that for protecting the ankle, not to hurt yourself? Her master said it's just a guess. It needs to be very specialized snow boots. I think what your guess is not right. I think it's you have to use professional snow boots, otherwise you won't be able to ski. Okay, the next question.
好，下一个也是贤梅师姐的问题，师傅。怎么贤梅又问问题了？她可能
That question is also from 贤梅. Maybe she's representing a group of people.
看了这个影片，她说：“师傅好，我们在烦恼中如何能够找到这个顺应，来消除这个和烦恼的对立？” 就在师傅影片中，师傅讲到，
How do we find a way to, Grandmaster said in the nature, we learn to adapt to nature, so we're not against nature and everything will be smooth, right? So Sister Xianmin said, when we have afflictions, how we adapt to that. Well, this is a technical question. This is actually very... it actually hits the key point. Let's discuss it. This question is a little, I'll give her a high level present because this question has I'll give you a heavy thing.
这是在威斯勒采购的这样一个保温水瓶，这上头有原住民的一些图腾标识，
with some designs from the First Nations, and it represents auspiciousness, the Thunderbird design, which is this is a quite senior question, and we can start some discussion about it. You can all join the discussion, because today I think I have some problems in my anyways, just joking. So when we have afflictions, in the northern people would call it like, it's like a obstacle on the road. Whether you have the obstacle or not, the world is just like that. Look at the road in nature. Yeah, there will be maybe part of it is flatter and then up and down. So when it's up, of course, there will be some resistance. And when you go down, it also depends on the angle. If it's more mellow, then you think, oh, that's very safe and easy, and not tired, but it's too steep, then it becomes risky. But life is like this. A lot of times we think, oh, how come recently there's nothing happening? Then you feel like there's nothing happening and you feel actually it's boring, but then something will happen. Maybe after a few days you'll explode. So a lot of negative things might happen because this is the natural law. And these actually ups and downs are natural. Will definitely be affected by these ups and downs. So we will have different sensations because of the ups and downs. We'll have different emotions. When it's very smooth, we feel very joyful and yeah, you enjoy it. But when there's a big obstacle, then you feel painful and then you have affliction. So how do we get in one with the world? Just like some people say, Grandmaster, when you fall down, you are still feeling happy. When you're at home, how can you feel that? Well, okay, so use that perception of cherishing and to embrace whatever happens. So in our life journey, these are just natural happenings. Don't think this is an affliction. Don't think it's unfortunate. Don't think, oh, this is a bad person. How come I encounter this bad person? And how come the stock market goes down? Or how come there's unpleasant things happening? All these unpleasant things are actually natural thing that happens in life. We should just embrace it and accept it, and instead of, resist it or complain about it. Whether this is an affliction, even if you already feel the pain when you bump into it, I hope that you will have a positive mind to view it as part of your life, so you will not regard this as an enemy, and you will naturally accept it. And so this unpleasant thing is natural and it's normal, and then our heart will be compromising with nature, and then it's not an affliction. Whether it's an affliction is your decision and it's your perception. It's because of your perception. Yeah. Piercing the ear for some girls. Is it painful? Yes, it's painful. Yes, you're painful, but you're happy, and you want even pierce 3. Why should you do that, right? And those people who also do plastic surgery, you are having a surgery, and you are having the needles on your eyelids or something. Is it painful? Yeah, and you try to get all the wrinkles off. Of course it's painful, but it's bitter sweetness, right? So we need to learn to understand what is nature, not to pursue absolute smooth or easy, because this pursuit is wrong. Once a police officer said to me, in China, there's a highway between Guangzhou and Shenzhen. And so they built it almost straight. But that highway is a very dangerous road, because the drivers, when they drive on that road, after 40 minutes, they
他不在乎花这点钱，故意适当的绕个弯，故意适当绕个弯。这个时候，其实在人稍稍多一点的城市里头，汽车交通事故反而会少。完了，在笔直的。
So some people intentionally go and maybe go somewhere else, and so they don't have to go completely straight road. And so sometimes when you're driving in the city, it's actually less likely to have accidents because you're more alerted and you have to change. And sometimes in your life, if there's no ups and downs at all, then you might ignore it, and then you might you might ignore something. And so this concept can be used in constructions or management of the country or the company. If a country there's no wall, then the soldiers are just using the guns as a toy. They don't know how to fight. And those countries who always have, battles or wars, then they are stronger or they're more good at fighting. And so I hope everybody will have the mindset to be in one with nature. Yeah. Oh, we've already given her a present, right? So this is a very good question. Another question. JinBodhi said he lives in the tropical area. There's no snow mountains, right? If I don't have snow mountains here, can I just watch the snow mountain? And would it also be healing? It depends on whether you have a bigger screen. Yeah, right now maybe you can use a TV screen to watch this, and so you can also at the same time you can wear less clothes, and then you can sort of feel cold while you're watching the snow. And then so my suggestion is that if you're living in Southeast Asia, you can maybe also purchase some skis, and then you will have a feeling of skiing. You see, I have some skis here.
好的，那咱们也给他个礼物吧，希望他更疗
愈。哦，你也不提我就忘了啊。
Let's give him some a present, okay? So he'll receive more healings. Oh, thank you for reminding. How come this is very heavy? Is that a gold ingot? Wow. Oh, it's a happy rabbit. So pretty. So lovely, very healing. Okay, when you look at the rabbit, you're already healed. Okay, wishing you happy and joyful. Oh, this is a question from Sister Xingshi, Eliza. In my childhood, I like to roll down from a little hill. And can we play like that on the snow mountain? It depends on what is under the hill. If there are no risk factors there, but I do not recommend you to roll down either on the hill or on the snow mountain because you're out of control. Even though at the beginning you intentionally do it, but and later you might be out of control. Maybe you will bump into a tree or maybe a rock. And so maybe you'd better do other activities. Well, for such a question, we would still give her a present. So Eliza, well, she can always think of some very real question. Wow, this is a ruby earrings. Wow. For such a question, you get such wonderful, very wonderful present. You're very lucky. Happy New Year. And at the beginning, I saw a question. Is that the real fire in the fireplace?
真的是有人不知道呀。
Yeah, some people really don't know. Is that real fire? Yes. How come not? Yeah, that's the real fireplace, and there's the chimney, and that's a traditional fireplace. We burned firewood, and yeah, so we actually burn the firewood ourselves, and it's very warm, and the real wood, when it's burning, there's a very special fragrance. You know, in the old times, they can use the fire to bake some bread, and yeah, it's very happy. You know, in the snow, you have this firewood. You know, you have this fire stove, and you can even, you know, have some food or some TV, and it's really enjoyable. The whole house was a log house. Yeah, even the walls are logs, and just the fire, just the furnace is they put some stones here to prevent fire. Yeah, so these are a very unique kind of house, log house. So this is a good question. I'll give him a present. This is what we purchased in Whistler, a souvenir. Oh, Canadian flag and maple leaves, and when you use it, you will feel a very good energy from Canada. Maybe one day you will immigrate to Canada. Received. Congratulations. Another question from our online friend Ying Xiaoming, and he or she said, when you go skiing, do you have any requirement for clothes? Yes, it needs to be waterproof, but it cannot be too thick. So, when we go there, we actually wore a little bit more. Those ski pants, ski suit, they're yeah, it's actually they have some maybe some cotton there, and so inside, maybe you need some quick dry clothes, maybe just 3 quick dry t-shirts plus the coat would be enough. Because when you're skiing, actually you're not feeling cold when you're not moving. When the snow is melting, you feel cold, but on the mountain, we actually wear those ski clothes. They are professional ones. They are waterproof and windproof, and it's not very thick. So you will usually have the whole set. You have the helmet, you have also the goggles, and also the whole clothes and the pants. And so with the goggle, with the skiing goggle, even it's very shiny, the snow, it won't hurt your eyes. And also you need gloves. Thank you. Thank you, Grandmaster. This is a very good question. So this is Jin Xiaomi. So you need a ski jacket and ski pants. Oh, so this was when we purchased there. This is a very nice beanie. So this is for Jin Xiaomi, and wish you Merry Christmas. Any other questions?
连带性的问题哈，就是因为刚才我们师傅讲的那个鹿，
Just now, Grandmaster, you mentioned about deers.
那个里边那个视频呢，都是用了一个麋鹿的那个形象，有什么寓意吗？灵感是来自于威塞尔雪山吗？
in Grandmaster's YouTube, there's also a music that is like healing, and there's always the deer over there. So does that have some inspirations from the deers that you go to Whistler?
好美味啊！其实我平时会不用奶的制品也是啊，对，那这个喝奶茶是可以喝的。
Yeah, let me drink some milk tea first. That drinking the milk tea helps me to be very, the whole meridians are smooth, and especially Bodhi's Pu-erh Tea.
云端Pu-erh Tea 到现在有12年了哈。
Yeah, I've already, this age Pu-erh Tea is already 12 years that I have already collected. Yeah, so 云端 aged Pu-erh Tea. You can cook the tea, the milk tea, or you can just make tea. It's very, very good.
还有打开之前不用看，一闻那样的清香，你就知道这是好茶。
Yeah, even before you open it and you just smell it, you will know this is very good tea, and you will know that. Yeah, some people when they look at just look at the color of the tea, you know it's good tea because it's over like 10 years. Yeah, so it's very good tea. Plus, Grandmaster's blessing, of course, is even better. And I'm hoping after you drink the aged Pu-erh Tea and blessed Pu-erh Tea, I hope everybody will acquire true health. Whatever illnesses you have, you will be recovered. Even though it's not easy, but we have these auspicious blessings in it. Now, the new year is arriving. When you buy presents, it's not easy. You don't want to buy too expensive and not too low price. You don't know what to buy. So all these auspicious and healing tea and blessed gifts, they're at such a reasonable price, but they can bring you so much benefits. Yeah. And very elegant and very high level blessed gifts. So that's very good. So Grandmaster says, when I was in Tibet, when I give presents to seniors, in the ceremony or the New Year, when I give presents to seniors or masters, I usually will give teas. At that time, they have those tea bricks. But at that time, everybody would think tea is a very suitable, very suitable gift. Of course, some other people would give like meat or something, but I think giving tea is a very good present. So Grandmaster says, these fermented Pu-erh Tea, after aged for some years, it helps first to clear our meridians and blood vessels, and helps to heal some leg pain or back pain, and because it's alkaline. If some people have gastric acid too much, and those people who have excessive gastric acid, it's actually your gastric acid. When it's too much, it actually burns the lining of your stomach. It's just like burned all the forests and trees on the earth. So when the stomach doesn't have that lining anymore, you may experience very terrible illnesses, and it's quite dangerous. And so this aged Pu-erh tea is alkaline. In the morning, you need to drink hot tea, okay? Very well warm tea. Then if you drink some warm tea, you'll never have excessive gastric acid, and unless you like intentionally eat a lot of candy. And eventually this tea will eventually also make your stomach, plus the blessings, it may even help the whole lining to grow back. I'm not going to give any examples of what gastric acid can cause, but it can really lead to very serious illnesses. So this Bodhi aged Pu-erh tea can very effectively help, and it can also reduce fat in our body and promote digestion and promote excretion and promote detoxifying. And especially for people who have very cold constitution, it helps your body to get warm. And especially if you drink the Bodhi milk tea, it really increases possibility of improving your constitution. And if you have cold constitution, you can also add some cinnamon. Yeah, some people, they might actually the reason for us not to put sugar there, because some people, they have much acid, or some people are not used to drink sweet ones, and so anyways, this Pu-erh tea, if you use it as a if you use it as a present for New Year, then it's very suitable. And when you meet friends, you're drinking some Pu-erh tea, it's very healthy. Drinking tea is much healthier than drinking coffee or bubble tea. Actually, awakened young people are all drinking Pu-erh tea, and especially Bodhi Pu-erh tea. Yeah. Okay, so now let's come back to the question. The question is about the music that's on Grandmaster JinBodhi's English channel, Heart's Companion. And if you watch that Heart's Companion music, you can see there's a deer in the picture. Why do you use that deer? Well, we didn't plan to do anything, but the deer has a lot of, intuition, and the long antler, actually, because deers eat grass, and unless those elks, most deers are small. They're not very good at self-defense, and so that's why the male deers, they have the antlers. So deer antler not only protect them, but also it's like an antenna. It's on the head, right? And it's closest to the brain. So the brain has this antenna to receive message from the universe, where there's wolf, where there's good grass, where there's clean water, or when you receive some dangerous message. So usually the ear hears, but the antler helps them to receive inspirations from the universe. And so those people who have never studied the deers, maybe you think, oh, Grandmaster, you say everything like kind of mysterious, but actually Grandmaster say, I have actually had lots of reservations. Even their skin has their special features. To sometimes have some fake things, or so everything that they grow has multiple functions. So the deer first represents peace and inspiration and lovable, you know.
当然还有说它的身体带给人类的那些健康作用，咱就不说了，人容易去杀戮。
let alone
但是
all
人
the
会有养
benefits,
的
health
这个鹿，
benefits that
养的
deers
这个
would
鹿
bring
哈，
us
那
to
个
human
它是
beings.
不杀戮的哈，不杀戮。
And
那个
we
鹿角长到一定
grow
程度，
deers. We don't
像长
want to
绒毛的
kill
时候，那叫鹿
deers
茸。
when
对，鹿茸。
the
它们会安
antlers
全的锯
grow
下
to
来
a
之后，这
certain
个
point.
鹿
They
茸
can
就是入
safely
药，
cut
是大补。
the
当你的身体非
you
常
know
的已经
those
亏空
hair
到
on the antlers. It
那叫
can
枯
be
竭的程度的时候，
very
按
very
照医
good
生的嘱
medicine
托，适当的
when
使用一些
people
鹿茸的配药的时候
who
啊，
are
让你很
extremely
快
weak,
就
and
会
according to doctors,
获得
you know,
很快的
prescriptions,
能
if they
量，
give
很
you
强的能量，
some of
很
those
奇特的一个东西哈。对，
yeah
那我的，你们
those
想不想听我与鹿茸的故事？
stuff from the antler, you
我
will
曾经帮过一
immediately
个人哈，
gain tons of
一个
energy.
西藏的牧
And
民，
so
其实他们家的
do
一
you
个
want to hear
叔叔是什么？这是
the
个猎人，
story? Well,
他那个
so
老爷爷
this
呢，
is
他的
called
半身不遂不会说话，就我帮他弄好，
Katyajanus
然后就表示感谢呢，
or
就
Pilus
2年
antler.
以后，给了我一个小那个小铁盒，装了几十片
That was
切那个
in
片儿，当时我不太懂，他说
that
感觉
when
可能是鹿茸，
they gave me
问他说果然这是鹿
very
茸，
small
我这怎么吃
piece
啊？
of, and
我
I
听
said,
了
well,
很
what
多
is
鹿茸
this?
的名字了，
He said, this is
他说泡水泡酒
the
都可以，
Pilus
反正给你了，
antler.
你自己问
And
去
so I said, how to eat
哎，
it?
他有些有
So
了这
he
个东西
said, you
吧，人
can
就挺下贱啊。
make tea
哎，有
or
一天闲
whatever.
来无事儿，我收拾行李的时候，
And
第一盒
so once
鹿茸出来了。
when I
哎，
was packing my
又是
luggage,
赶了很多
this
天的路，又挺累的。
Pilus
哎，
antler came out.
我说这个到底怎么用呢？他说用酒泡，啊，我呢
And I
用
said,
一个透明的玻
how
璃
do
杯，
you use these
哎，
antler?
倒了一
Then
点点
they
白
said,
酒
oh, you
进
can
去。
put it
因为
into
我
the
的酒呢，它
alcohol.
作用力让
And
它
so I
快的
put
那个
some
药物释放出
alcohol.
来。我掰了一小块鹿茸，
I
因为
just
它那个鹿茸哈，本
broke
来
a
是
very
像
small
珊
piece
瑚一
of
样
the
一大条
antler.
嘛，他们呢就给它找人给它切的一小薄片薄，像纸一样薄。
Yeah, it used to be a
我撕了
very
一小
big
片，一
part,
一
and
丁
they'd
点儿啊，
slice
像
it
火柴
into
棍儿那么
small
大，
pieces.
比火柴棍儿
And
还短
then
半
I
截，
just broke a
一点
very, very
放在
small
这个白
part,
酒里头，
like a
它
small
出
match
现一个现
size, and
象，
I put it into the
从
alcohol.
放
And
的
then
这个
something
这个
happened.
小鹿茸这一点儿上，开始垂下一种红褐色的，就在那个酒里头出现那么一条线，一直往下
And
滴。
then the
而且呢，
alcohol
旁边呢，
starting to
鹿茸下
have
面
a
的这个
very
中间这个滴的这个
reddish
褐色的液体，
brownish
旁边呢又开始
liquid,
往外，像变魔术一样，变成很多
and
晶
it's
莹
like
剔透的珠子在这个
magic.
酒水里头，
There are lots
亮
of
珠子，无数颗
like
亮珠子在里头
crystalline
啊！
um,
而这太神
pearls
奇了，我从来没
or
见过这么
like
纯的东
gems
西哈！
inside the alcohol. I
哎
thought, wow, I've never seen this before.
啊，
还
What?
敢喝吗？
我觉得挺宝贵的，我
Do
也
you
不喝
still
吧，我也
dare
觉得
to
对不起
eat
他。
it?
哎，
And
我呢就喝了一
uh,
小口，
so I
小
just
口之后，
drank,
哇，一喝的都
I
心里
just
堵得
sipped
慌，
a little bit,
就我
and
感觉
then
都喝
I
了，嗯，
feel,
真是强压着
wow.
气一咽下去，就咽不下去的。都是
I
年轻嘛，
almost felt
虽然觉
like
得
I
疲
was
劳，
very
但是身
young
体还
at
是
the
强
time,
壮。
even though I
5分
was
钟之后，
very
感觉有
tired,
股
but
热
I
流
I
从
was
鼻子里
still
往外
very
喷，
strong, right? And
鼻子
then
流血，
after 5 minutes, after I
哇，
sipped that
有一
little
大
bit,
滩
I
血，
feel a
就这么大的功
very
效。说你的身体很
warm
强很
thing
热的时
coming
候，
up from my
就不能
nose.
使
It
用
was
这个药
blood.
补。它
So
对什么样
when
的
you're
有效
very
呢？
healthy, you
就是身
cannot
体
use
特别
this.
虚弱，
So
并且
what
年长
would
者，
it be used
你的
for?
能量
For
都耗
people who
尽
are
的人，
extremely
但
weak,
是还一定要
almost
根据医
are
生的嘱托才可以
like
使用，
it's
不要
uh,
轻易自己使用
completely
任何的药物，
exhausted and out
像
of
鹿茸
energy.
啊、
And
人参
uh,
呐，
so
啊，
if
说
you are
说在一般
not
的
at
西洋
that
参还凑合哈，
extremely
西洋参
weak
劲儿没那么大，还
point,
好。
then do
对，
not
凡是
use
这种野生的这种强药补
deer
药，一定要
antler
小心。
or ginseng. Well, American ginseng or Western, I mean, Canadian ginseng is okay, but not the Chinese ginseng. Yeah, so the deer antler was so strong. And then, yeah, when I just sipped a little bit, the blood like just flew out. Yeah, it's hard to believe such a very gentle deer can have such like enormous energy. And so my master said, deers are very they're very smart because they have that intuition, and then they will find those very precious and very strong energy plants to eat. So maybe they will find the lucid and or ganoderma, so they will eat them. They're just herbivores, so they are not like animals who eat meat, but they still will eat because of their inspiration and intuition. They usually are able to find herbs or plants that have very strong energy or nutrition. And so when we see sometimes when we describe people falling in love, they would say, oh, the heart is like the deer's. Yeah, the heartbeat is like the deer's. Why do people, anyways, Chinese people describe their heartbeat like deer's? Why don't they describe like a horse or other animals? Because deers bring us very positive and pleasant feeling. So deers are like those antelope. Antelope, their antlers are very long. So the antelope, their antlers at the back, there's a very there's a black line all the way go up to the top. So antelopes are also have a lot of intuition and inspiration, and so they help human beings a lot. I cannot tell you more stories about that. Yeah, at least it helps us to connect to the universe and also to calm us down. So I use deer because deers bring us that kind of calmness, especially when they're quiet, especially in the early morning. The deer standing there, so beautiful. That image has been always stored in my mind. And that was a picture, but I add some movements to the picture. So I'd like everybody to experience that serenity and feel that happiness and calmness and peace and serenity. Whose question is that? So what? The person who okay, because you remember the name. So we need to give her the present. Oh, wow, that's a deer. That's yeah. English for moose. Oh, this is moose.
慕斯。好，希望清明师姐哈，像这个小鹿一样哈，幸福。
I hope Sister Qingming would be like this moose, happy and.
可以。
哎，咱们有网友金荷官，他问说，
and also good fortune.
菩提奶茶什么时候喝比较好？是早上喝呢，还是饭后喝呢？
Another question is when to drink the Bodhi Milk Tea, in the morning or in the afternoon? And after we cook the tea leaves, can we use them again? So when to drink? Anytime. Well, I actually had drank milk tea when I was lying down. When I was a little kid, I was very naughty.
就是开玩笑玩的时候，其实我没有觉得说什么时间喝是不好。
I didn't know whether it is not good to drink milk tea.
任何环境哈，
So
对，抽空就喝，但是一定要是温热的喝哈。
Yeah, I just drink it, but always drink it warm. Okay, cold is not good, but anytime. There's another question, right? Oh, the cooked tea leaves, can we use it again? Well, yeah, of course, you can throw it in the toilet or no, you can maybe put it in the flower pot or don't put it on the bed. Yeah. Well, you've already absorbed all the nutritions from the tea leaves, and usually we don't use that anymore. Another question about Pu-erh Tea. Sister Qihua. So for Pu-erh Tea, would it expire? Yeah. When? After 10,000 years. Okay, so Sister Qihua, then yeah, before you die, will never expire. After 50 years, then this Pu-erh Tea would be so expensive.
你像可能我说刚才说那个胃酸烧的那个胃黏膜掉的时候，你可能喝上第一饼下来，可能就修复了。
Maybe, yeah, for those tea, if the people who have burned their stomach linings and with excessive gastric acid, maybe after just one tea cake, you would heal it. And those aged teas are really treasures. And so when I say this, you would say, oh, is this tea or medicine? But a lot of the tea, yeah, I remember I mentioned those preserved vegetables after preserved for 10 or 20 years, and now it's already very dark color. And usually preserved vegetable, because it's salty, it can cause coughing, but it's the aged ones now can cure the cough. Becomes a very good medicine, like and so aged tea or aged Pu-erh tea, if it's not
他是几个人？一个人还是两个人啊？俩了。
Oh, is it one person or two person? Oh, we forgot to give them presents. Oh, so the first question is about when to drink the Pu-erh tea, the milk tea.
我这个掏出啥来是啥哈？是个
So whatever I bring out,
特别秀气的小
you get it. Wow, this is a pair of earrings.
这是啥了吗？
Super cute.
小鹿，两只小鹿。
Oh, two deers. Is that bird or?
小鹿。
Oh, wow. Very, very auspicious.
荷官哈。
荷官. Okay, so this is for 荷官. Congratulations. Congratulations, you get the pair of deers. Wishing you health and happiness.
这是我们在威斯勒采买的。
Oh, this is what we purchased in Whistler.
这写的就是威斯勒哈。对，这是有雪山的标识，加拿大的国旗。
Oh yeah, you see, there's Whistler here, and it's a Canadian flag.
这个哈。
Is this a
这是个神奇的
magnet?
宝贝。
This is
想天哪天哪。但是呢，要用那个电熨斗。
A treasure you can wherever you want to put, but you need to use an iron, and you need to find, if you want to put it on a backpack, look at the Shangyi's jacket. Before, yeah, we don't have any logo on it, and so we made an experiment, just use iron on it, and then it will be on it as if it's already there, because there's a kind of glue at the back. When you use the iron to melt the glue, it will stick to the clothes. Well, in order to make it even more solid, you'd better sew it to your clothes so it will last even longer. Yeah. These are not purchased, these are not made by us. Because we purchase it, we don't know after you wash it, then I don't know whether it would still stay. So if you sew it, of course, it would be safer. So Qi Kwa would receive this. Wish you health and happiness. Thank you, Grandmaster. Talking about milk tea, a sister was sharing about milk tea. Oh, my friend's husband had hot pot and felt very uncomfortable in the stomach, like a lot of air inside. And so I brought the Bodhi Milk Tea, and so I gave it to him, and very soon so he felt very comfortable very soon. So first, Pu-erh tea helps the digestion because this is fermented tea, and when Pu-erh tea is stored, it also has like after fermenting, and so there's no limit. The longer you store it, then it will be fermented even more thoroughly, and they will grow some kind of different kind of nutrition. So a lot of those nutritions are very good for yourself. When you drink the warm Pu-erh tea, even without milk, it will promote the digestion, will definitely be effective. I actually drink Pu-erh tea whole year round. I don't have too many hobbies, but Pu-erh tea is one of my favorite, and also the Oriental Beauty tea. If you want to, reduce some fire in your body, then you like to have this Oriental Beauty tea. It feels very refreshing and helps you to live longer and takes away your back tea. Then you drink the Pu-erh tea. Now I've already taught you to make the Bodhi Milk Tea. It will definitely help you. Yeah. So Pu-erh tea also helps to reduce or release a lot of the back pain or leg pain. Shall we give them another present? Yeah, why not? Oh, this is a mysterious bag. What is this? I think this is a Whistler. It's a Whistler pin. It will bring you Whistler Mountains energy, will bring you relaxation and joy.
Hi, Master. Our friends online wants to know more about the Pu-erh tea. One person is asking, is it okay if I put the Pu-erh tea in the freezer? Master says you don't need to put it in the freezer. This is not a vegetable. It's not butter. Usually pickles, if you have pickled some vegetable, you don't need to put it in the fridge either. In Southeast Asia, most women, most housewives wants to put food into the fridge, but you don't need to do that with Pu-erh tea. I've told you previously before that don't put Pu-erh tea in plastic bag or tin foil. Just put it in regular paper, and don't wrap it in too many layers of paper or boxes. Some sort of wrapping that can ventilate air is the best. To store it for a long time, don't store it in a place that cannot bring any ventilation. Ventilation is actually a better protection for it. For example, in North America, many people live in houses and they have a car garage. You can put it in the car garage because in the winter it's hot, and in the winter it's cold, and in the summer it's hot, and there's airflow. As long as it's not there's no rain or water falling on it, then it's good. And let's give a gift to this question too, because many people have learned the answer. And also it's Christmas. Oh, I found a souvenir from Whistler. This is a large souvenir. It's a keychain. It's very beautiful. I hope the energy from the snowy mountain can accompany you. May you be easeful and auspicious. There's another question. It's not related to the snow mountain. Master, Merry Christmas. There are a lot of golden things in front of Master. What is it? Is it golden person? Master says this is actually golden Vajra bells. There's a little ring. It's very small. It's made of bronze, probably. The Vajra bell and the Vajra pestle is actually one set of Dharma tools. And wherever the ring from the bell reaches, all the negative energy, all the illness will disappear. And wherever the ring reaches, anyone who hears it will receive blessing, will receive health, happiness, and will receive protection from the Buddha and Bodhisattva. So anyone who has a chance to get this, you can tie it onto your children's backpack, put it in your car, or put it on the headboard of your bed, or put it anywhere on your desk. Anywhere you want to tie it to, it's okay. Or use it as use it on your keychain, and it has a very great function. And this is Christmas. And on Christmas, there is a song called Jingle Bell, and this is a Dharma bell. In the Christmas song, there's a Christmas song when the bell rings, good fortune comes. And Christmas here, I hope that everyone can receive a great bell and receive good health and happiness. You can use it yourself, or give it to your friends, or give it to your give it out as a gift, and it's available online at sibein.com. There are very few left, and maybe it's already sold out online. And also there's something else that many people like, is a red agate pendant. And it's available again on sibein.com. If you look at, there are very few of these. First come, first serve. These are very natural. It's difficult to come by. And it's also difficult to ship and difficult to make. It's not easy to make, to produce, it's not easy to ship. So it's not easy to get one of these. Sometimes say that if this product is only $10, but shipping will cost $15. You can't even imagine it. During the pandemic, there is a chain reaction. There's a chain of general problems. Because of COVID, we cannot get together. The factory cannot have so many workers, and it causes a lot of issues. And the world moves slower. Because of internet, everything becomes faster. When you want to pay for something, you just swipe your card. And in Korea and in many countries, you can just swipe your phone to pay. Previously, if they're on the highway, if you need to pay the toll, you need to pay cash. But now, they can just drive by, use ETC, and you don't have to pay by cash. It's very advanced technology. Everything becomes very fast. But now, with the pandemic, everything slows down. And this is what the world is like. We walk for a while and we take a pause. And we just have to go flow with it. And during the pandemic, don't be defeated. Live your life fully. You will always see a hopeful, a beautiful tomorrow. If you are such a person, then you are full of happiness and creativity. People with creativity, happiness, and gratefulness, then your life will be better. You have creativity, you will feel reward, and you will feel more happiness. Many of your questions are very good. So, at the time when we are protecting ourselves against the pandemic, we are also taking good care of our body, practicing meditation, exercising, dancing, and being aware, eating healthy. Until today, when we're celebrating Christmas, and until now, how many people have died because of the pandemic? Probably over 4 million. If your relative died because of the pandemic, and when you look back, time is always changing. What is changing? Life is changing. Pattern is changing. For example, last week, everyone was joking and playing together. And the next week, he's gone and you will never see him again. So we have to spend every day well and live fully every day. So remember, every day, eat healthily, meditate, practice energy bagua aerobics, walk energy bagua, do the dragon dance, and be careful, don't eat too much. Be aware of how much you are eating. Drink Pu-erh tea. Drink a lot of tea and eat a little bit less of food. Then you will definitely lose some weight. And to have more fun, you can learn to make Bodhi Milk Tea. Then you will bring a different variety of tea into your life. You can add a little bit more of each ingredient or add less, and you can try it out yourself. Because of the time today, I'm not going to talk too much. And again, I would like to wish you have an auspicious and peaceful Christmas. May you be healthy, happy, and may your family be happy. Our next live stream will be very interesting. It involves how youth can choose their career and life. We have a very interesting encounter on the mountains. Our next live stream will be North America time, Wednesday, December 29th at 6 p.m. and in Asia, Taipei, Beijing, Singapore time, that will be Thursday, December 30th at 10 a.m. This is a very interesting topic. Especially if you have children, if they are choosing their life path or career path, come and listen. And I welcome your questions. You can ask me questions during the live stream. And if you have some good questions, I'll give you a present. From Christmas to the New Year, we'll have some very special gift. I welcome everyone to join me. All right, thank you.